to break the country because they know some people are being cheated. That is why the Avengers are shouting. That is why they are Boko Haram are shouting. The problem is they believe you can't be in this federation where I will contribute 10, you give me back, you give back to me only 2 or 1. You contribute 1 and you take 20. You see, when you talk about the problem arising, I have always defended the Biafra people and the Avengers. If they say they want to break, they are not the people who want to break. We should ask them why they want to break. If we really love, if we are sincere, I often say if we are sincere about keeping the country together, what is wrong? You are saying, well, let's sit together. What's your problem? Why are you complaining? Why do you want to break? So when is it because the terms under which we agreed to stay together is the term we had under before by the time we have our independence. The function of the federal government there, the function of the state government there. First, it was because of the devolution of power that the Lagos region was able to create the University of Obafemi Awolowo University. Amadu Bello created his own because education was concurrent. Those are the issues that are taken over that are considered under the federal system. Each federative unit has its own power. The federal government has its own power. Limited, we know. It is the state that should be contributing to the federal government. It's not the federal government that will be, but to fill the states. That's what you're having now. Let's have a fair government.
How much did the last elections contribute to the current national mindset?
Last election.
The very nature of the elections. How much did it contribute to?
My dear, if you go into that, it is neither here nor there. The bottom line of what is happening is that the federating units are not satisfied. There's inequality in the distribution of amenities. There's inequality in the distribution of powers. All everybody is saying is that let us rule us, the regional autonomy, the autonomy of the federating units. That's all. By the time you do restructuring and you have devolution of powers, there will be very little power to be fighting for, and there will be very little money to steal in the center.
It was Nadeco that stamped the idea of the Sovereign National Conference on popular consciousness. The SNC was code name really for radical restructuring of Nigeria's federation. The 2014 National Conference was the 17th to be held in Nigeria since the amalgamation. Should that have been a sovereign national conference instead of the so-called national conference?
Thank you very much. We accepted that. And now let me get one thing clear. There is nothing strange in sovereign national conference other than what we had. The only difference when we say it should be sovereign, I did explain it even before when the judge said no, I can't submit my sovereignty to anything. No, nobody's talking about sovereignty. Sovereignty of that constitution is that by the time we decide, we make a decision, as we did in 2014, the federal government has no reason to amend or add or subtract, as Obasanjo did during the 1978 conference. That conference should be sovereign. Whatever we decide there should only go for referendum. That's just the meaning. There's nothing strange about it.
Before we leave the issue of the National Conference, we talked about the National Conference a while ago. The Northern Delegates Forum recently said that the North was not given fair representation in the National Conference. Therefore, they say that we should discard the report of that conference. You were a delegate to the conference. What sayest thou?
You see, this is why we see our people from the North, they don't talk in a friendly manner. And I don't want to talk the way to say that we want to break the country. When they talk like that, they really, you get people like me infuriated. We are all at the conference. If you have the breakdown...
But they said the matter was raised at the time. But it was not dealt with.
It was defeated there.
Is there any part of this country that is not able to stand on its own?
I don't see that. We said it at the conference. Nowhere. Only people want to be lazy.
I noticed that the loudest voices in this call for restructuring are people in your age bracket. Chief Ike Clark, Chief Anyoko, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Professor Wole Soyinka. All of you in advanced years.
Yes, because of experience.
Why don't you leave the youth to decide this?
My dear, what question are you asking? The youth were represented at that conference. What is it that we are asking for that the youth don't like? Sharafa.
Does it bother you?
No, don't put a general question.
It's a general question.
Now, why do you think you know that the youth are not with us? I
didn't say that. I said, why don't you leave it to people like us to decide? You know how we want to live together going forward.
What do you know about how you come together?
But it's our country to live in.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that your question. Are you saying what we are advocating for, the youth don't like it?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, could you leave it to us? You know, I'm asking this question.
No, because
I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
Let me use this analogy. You know, the youth's lack of interest in politics, it worries me. But have you stopped to think that maybe the reason they're not really getting involved is that people like you are still trying to solve all the problems for us? You know, the kind of thing that happens when a parent is making all of the money, making all of the decisions, and, you know, the child loses incentive to work or to, you know, to solve his own problem.
Sharafa, I'm surprised you had that question. Aren't the youth that the people we send to university and are educated? Are they not the youth that are in the national student, you know? Are they not the youth form all this school about? They are the people we are fighting for.
That's my question. Why are you the ones fighting for them? Why don't you let us, you know, let the youth, let the young people deal with this problem? Maybe they'll look at it from a different perspective. Maybe they will have
I don't agree with you that the youth are not fighting with us, because we have youth in our organization. It depends upon what perception you are in, because we have youth section who are in this. There are some youth now who, as a matter of this, is it not the youth who are fighting in
the Niger Delta?
Niger Delta and
IPOP.
And Biafra. Is it the age group that is fighting there? Sharafa down. No, because when you put that question, I don't know what you mean. In fact, the youth are saying that we are not saying enough. It is the youth who feel this thing. All the youth who should have taken up the fight, they have become mercenary. The military has monetized politics. What we are now saying is, let's get the constitution right. The others can follow.
Chief Adebanjo, we thank you for your time. And we thank you for watching. Please join us next time when View from the Top returns. But between now and then, let's continue our conversation online at channelstv.com, and tweet me your thoughts on my conversation with Chief Adebanjo at Modele SY. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.